Greetings world. We are anonymous. Another treason message to Jacob Rothschild and Evelyn Rothschild, aka the second bloodline of the Illuminati. You guys rule the private banks in the world and we know about your crimes on mankind. We have been watching. Many people are watching. The use of economic warfare to scare and cause stress on nations is truly unacceptable, and we demand you to step down, or we will force you to step down. If you don't stand down, we will commit the treason that shall never be forgotten to kill the bank. Once we kill the bank, there will be no more monetary tyranny for some time, and we will keep a close eye on things. We will show the world what you said about Lord Jacob Rothschild explaining economic warfare, and you are scared people are waking up. Here is what you have said, Jacob Rothschild.
Look, I've been here for 40 years. I came with my mother because the great painter Geeka, her husband's house had been burnt down in Idra. We had the great good fortune to find this property, which was a ruin when we found it. And I think we've had nothing but happiness here, some of the happiest years of our lives. So yes, I continue to find it a heavenly place, and one which I enjoy coming to as much as I possibly can. One of the great treats of a lifetime. As we all know, Greece went through an extremely difficult period, as did the whole world post-2008. But there's ground for optimism, I think, now. The Greek government was able to raise large sums of money just 2 weeks ago at a rather low rate of interest. The Greek banks have raised substantial capital. We, my interest, subscribed to the new issue of Alpha Bank. It was heavily oversubscribed. We received some shares. The shares went to a premium. They raised over €1 billion. That's quite an achievement. Considerable achievement. So there are grounds for optimism. Now the money has to be well spent. And of course there's plenty to spend it on. I mean, the island needs a lot of infrastructure expenditure, whether it's roads, whether it's rubbish. So to make it a great destination, those infrastructure projects have to be carried out. But they can be. They can be. So I think we should be more optimistic than we have been for several years. I think we all feel that the government has really done well in very difficult circumstances. So I hope that in the forthcoming elections that they'll be given the opportunity to carry on the good work which they've started out. So now I feel optimistic, but we would like surely a period of consistency and not too much change, although the reforms of institutions in Greece does need to carry on and to be rationalized. It's that classically difficult balance, isn't it, between we need tourism here, we need lots of people to come here, at the same time we don't want the place overrun, so that the things which made Corfu the beautiful place that it is, the historic place that it is, are in any way undermined. So that's a very difficult balance, a very difficult circle to square. I think if you look at what's going on with the history of Corfu, I mean, this year is the 150th anniversary of the handing over of the Ionian Islands to Greece. They're being celebrated in a good way. If you look at the institutions, whether it's the museums, whether it's the forts, whether it's the historic sites, whether it's the archaeology, whether it's the music, whether it's the opera, whether it's even the academies, learning and scholarship, they're in pretty good shape. but always more can be done. And I think if one could get those into even better shape with more infrastructure spending on the basic things that people need, that the quality of tourism will be enhanced and will continue. So in the round, I'm quite optimistic, and in some ways the recession which brought to a halt this fever of building is not a bad thing for the country to have happen to. The future of the EU, in economic and political terms, remains still in the balance, not just for Greece, but everywhere. I mean, for example, in the United Kingdom, we have great difficulties with the present relationship with Europe and wish to renegotiate many of the terms and the expenses that belong to the European community. If you take Greece specifically, I'm not sure. It's a real problem to be integrated into the rest of Europe at a time of great economic stress. I mean, you've got here very high unemployment, and that induces social unrest. The kind of classical way of dealing with that problem, of course, is to devalue. That's impossible if you belong to the European community. So I think a change in that relationship with Europe for Greece and for many of the other countries will be needed. And the question is, will the reforms take place from within Europe? And if they don't, then there's a risk that the community in its present form will break up. It's all to play for.
Now you use the Greek economy to crash the country by turning them to a third world nation. Yes, you have done a fabulous job by destroying the economies for over 300 years and soon Rothschilds. You will pay for the crimes you have committed on our world, and don't think we are scared of you. You are nothing but a piece of shit scumbag, and we will come up with the ultimate plan. We will blow up the covers of each bloodline one by one. Saturday was 1 treason. Today will be 2 treasons. Monday will be 2 treasons. Tuesday will be 2 treasons. Wednesday will be 2 treasons. Thursday will be 2 treasons. And Friday will be 2 treasons. Adding up to 13 treasons, which will be that number that will surely mess you guys up, since we are using that number against you. Saturday will be the 14th treason we will commit, which is the ultimate plan. We have a reason to focus on you guys so we can come up with a plan to defeat you. You are the primary enemies of this very world, and you and each bloodline will be taken down. Things are going to get dangerous for the Illuminati, and we are no longer scared, nor are we going to play your New World Order games any longer. You are the biggest threat mankind has ever faced, and it will be soon time for you to perish along the other bloodlines of the Illuminati. You will pay for the crimes, and the time you escaped them has come to an end. Also sad Rothschild. Well, good, be sad then, because we know who you are and we are not even happy with you. You have got away with too many crimes, and it shall cease to happen. We are anonymous Rothsid. We are everyone and we are everywhere. We are Legion. We have never forgot the crimes you committed on mankind. We will never forgive what you have done to all of mankind. Expect us to come after you and the others one by one. Expect that.